It's time for the LowcoSports Lowdown. Here are your hosts, Justin Jarrett, Wes Kerr, and Max Araj.
Surprise, surprise. We got somebody new in the West chair tonight. Kevin Libby joining myself and Max Araj. I'm Justin Jarrett. This is the LowcoSports Lowdown Friday night edition. Took the night off last night. It seems like we're kind of settling into a Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule for the spring. It seems like every night is unsustainable at this time. So it is what it is, but we'll get you up to speed when we can. And we were watching that bizarre ad because we're watching the Sandshark Game Day Network live. Our friend Marcus Walsh is on the call out in Hardyville, and we didn't expect this game to still be going at this hour. 6 p.m. start. I was out there early on, and it was kind of cruising along 0-0. I think they were. I heard this is where it went off the rails. I just put it together as I was walking out. Mr. Terry and Mr. Marcinkowski there working the concessions, where I heard one of them say, well, it's already the third inning. Oh, sir,
Thanks.
you have not been to very many baseball games, have you? You can't comment on the pace of the game if you want it to go fast. So, yeah, mistakes were made. But we can hear our friend Marcus Walsh on the call here. Little tinny up in the booth at the Shark Park.
Hey, work in progress.
But the call from Marcus is terrific, of course. And the Sandsharks are in the bottom of the ninth, tied up with North Georgia, and showing some life. Marky Mark and Sam Funky Bunch Wolf bringing signs of life to Shark Park. I nicknamed her Funky Bunch today.
She has a lot of different jams in different eras.
Uh-oh.
Deep left field. And it's caught at the wall.
Oh.
No!
I had to get out of my seat to be able to see that one.
Oh, no. Oh, poor Marcus can't even see it hardly up there. It's a terrible angle. Man, I thought that was
with a
God.
home run to left, but he flies out to the warning track.
Gotta love Marcus, though. He brings that energy. Like, you never know. One pitch, one swing. Could be it.
You knew it had a chance because of the call. And that's what you look for in that kind of play. You know, that's what Harry Carey got a little loose at the end, but it could be. You know, people clowned on him when he would say it could be, it's caught at the warning track, but that was his cue that you should be looking at the screen right now. It might be a home run.
As the voice of the Cleveland Guardians, Tom Hamilton.
Sometimes
JJ, does this angle feel like a 1980s video game to you?
A bit. Yeah, bases loaded.
Like Pete Rose baseball? Yeah.
Bases loaded.
2 balls and 1 strike.
A bit. It's really hard to tell balls and strikes from this slightly offset angle.
Right.
Everything looks in.
It feels a lot like a 16-bit cartridge from 1984.
It's a big step up from where we were back when I launched the Sandshark Game Day Network. The technology has come a long, 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 long way. We were pretty rudimentary. We were talking like, you know, camera out on the roof of that thing, streaming into a computer. And then we took it down to the field level. That was my big innovation. But it was still pretty rudimentary. They've come a long way.
Let me say it in different words. This looks great.
It's beautiful.
We got 1 out to go ahead and win the game here. It's our last at bat until we're going to extras. Free baseball.
Yeah, free baseball.
Here's the next delivery. Way outside.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing is this game is 3 hours and 41 minutes deep, and it's not even in extras yet. And they have a pitch clock, folks.
Yeah.
Like college baseball, not for the meek at heart. Yes, sir, Kevin Libby. We haven't even done a proper show introduction. We just launched right into the Manning cast of USCB baseball. But how you doing, Kevin Libby? What have you got?
Great, man. I got 3 cats around me. Tomorrow, I'm going to drive out with Marcus to cover a doubleheader. Marcus told me there's only 1 microphone, which means my color commentary will be mostly yelling in the background, if anything. But I'm really excited to get out. And I mean, I've been to this field.
Yeah. I just had something to say. I just wanted to borrow the microphone for a second.
I mean, I'm making
You'll be like Monty in Major League.
those broadcasting classes are really paying off, Monty.
Yeah, that month of broadcasting school.
I literally, not to overshare, but at work today, I watched Major League. I have a buddy who's a middle-aged fellow like me. We loved it, man. Like that movie holds up.
Oh yeah, it's one of my all-time favorites. Truman has been indoctrinated. We are going to extras. We will
Free ball.
we'll take a break during the ads and talk amongst ourselves. But welcome to the Loco Sports Lowdown. I'm Justin Jarrett. He's Kevin Libby, that man looking very closely at the camera, and Max Araj is in his usual spot. We thank you, Kevin Libby, for jumping in a pinch. Wes wasn't feeling well this evening, and so he's sitting out, and we needed a third. It doesn't flow the same with two. It's better with three. But anyway, we're presented by the Mickelson Law Firm, our official real estate closing attorney and presenting sponsor of our Hilton Head Christian Academy coverage. Libby, you are weirding me out, bro. Mickelson Law Firm's been with us since the beginning. And if you're not watching us, if you're listening to this podcast somehow and not watching us, you have no idea why Kevin Libby's weirding out at the screen is just taking me off my game. I gotta let me preface this by saying I am 100% out of mental steam this week. It's been a long, chaotic week with a lot of ongoing, goings on and ongoings. Being a head coach of a first-year varsity softball program and a middle school varsity program, which I think is now officially going to be a JV instead of a middle school, because numbers and math and grades, which might get me on a soapbox, but it's taxing when you really put yourself into it. I spend entirely too much time thinking about it, probably to the dismay of my other responsibilities in life, but that's how it goes. I mean, and to be good at it, that's what you got to do. And I'm immersed in it. So, but that does bring me to a bit of a soapbox. And thank you to Mickelson Law Firm, our longest running sponsor, for presenting this soapbox for us. And that is about the high school league only allowing 7th and 8th graders to play middle school sports. It makes it extremely difficult for schools to field teams, especially to launch new teams. It is exceptionally difficult, especially smaller schools. But even River Ridge had to fold their softball program because they were hovering right at 9, and you just can't do it with 9. You really need 12 at minimum. I mean, you have to have a way to hold people accountable and reward those who are working hard and those things. And if everybody plays all the time, no matter what, you can't do that. And so Robert Smalls also had to fold their softball. We're struggling to get numbers at middle school. So I think we're going to reclassify as JV basically so we can float some 9th graders. And we only have 4 games left on the schedule and both opponents are okay with that. So it's feasible for us. But for a middle school, an actual middle school that doesn't have that option, like it's just there's 8 or 9 kids that are just left out in the cold. And if you could bring in 6th graders, I guarantee you could field the team at most of those schools. And there's just no good explanation to me why 6th graders can't play middle school sports. Yeah, that's a high school league statewide rule. So I hope we can work to change that.
I would love to work to change that. I think
the high school league is a member-run organization, which is why we should keep it and not let the government take over high school sports, which is another hot button issue right now. But we definitely need to look into that. I think it would be tremendous benefit to middle school sports in the state. Sand Sharks back at it. They've allowed the first runner to reach, and they're full on the next guy. Let's get Marcus's. Oh, they're bunting. We got to get Marcus's commentary back in here.
What a terrible bunt. Who popped up a bunt?
Oh, I think the angle belied it a little bit. He popped it a little bit, but it was a good sack.
All right.
He got his man over there. He's got the go-ahead run and scoring position now with one away. That's what you're looking for. We have to learn to play better small ball. We gotta go
JJ,
back to
sacrifice
work on
command
those.
from first to second still hits your average, right? That's an 0 for 1.
No. If you're
No?
credited with a sacrifice, no
On
at
a
bat.
1 base advance?
Yeah. Yeah. You
I
sacrificed
accept
yourself.
it.
Oh,
Reject it, but I accept it.
accidentally. I'm gonna skip ahead to real time.
That was a good slider.
Yeah, it was pretty good. So good we got to see it twice accidentally.
Mm.
I can't get that bar to consistently go away.
Can I ask Max a question?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Max, if the guy on second tips your signs, you hitting the batter?
As a coach, I'd say no. As a pitcher, if I was pitching, yes, absolutely.
That's what I was looking for. Thank you.
Well, I mean, it's kind of on you. If you're
Yeah,
not
man.
if you're not going to a different set of signs with the runner on second, that's kind of on you.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be able to read your signs. Pop up.
Our 14-year-olds have known that for 2 years, that when a man's on second, you gotta go to a different set of signs because they're gonna tip them all the time. In travel ball, they do that crap all the time. There's no level of bush league that is off limits in travel ball, so they'll be tapping their helmet and I mean, just as obvious as can be, and we're like, hey, switch it up, idiots. Like, you know they're doing it. Like, we taught you how to combat it. But that's the kind of stuff that you really have to play a lot of baseball to get exposed to that kind of
absolutely.
thing. And you have to be coached by someone who knows that. I mean, not every casual baseball fan understands some of the intricacies of the game like that. I mean, I didn't until we got to a certain, I mean, I hadn't played at a level where we had to worry about that really.
JJ.
But I'm coached at that level now.
Man, I just watched Major League like 45 minutes ago. I can tell you the fastball is always that number one. Throw him the heat, Ricky. Number one, fastball.
Get the curveball, Ricky. Give him the heater.
Give him the heater.
Yeah. But tipping pitches is kind of lame, in my opinion.
Here's some info on North Georgia for those who don't have any idea of what their record is so far this season. They sit at 15-8. They're 5-1 in conference play.
Okay. So this would be a coup.
Yeah, they've beaten Lincoln Memorial, Mississippi College, St. Leo. They've swept Georgia College.
Catch that. Marcus can't see that ball at all. Let's go.
Well, none of us can. From where the press box sits, it's hard to see down that one side of the field.
The only people who can see that ball are the ones sitting on the first base side or the ones right behind home plate. Even the third base side can't see it.
They swept Georgia College. They won 2 out of 3 against Columbus State. Swept Claflin.
Actually, we're leaving this on.
I think I'll just take it off.
I'd say play through. The ads for USCB are amazing.
Tremendous.
So good. They're so
Love
good.
So
they
good.
beat Claflin on last weekend. Swept them in 3 games.
So they're really 2-1 in the conference.
Yeah. Well, I will say Claflin put up a fight in the first game. It was a 14-7 ball game.
That's how it's going to be for them. They're going to throw the kitchen sink at you one game and try to get it, which is what they should do.
And then
the other 2, they're going to be in trouble.
Yeah, Claflin lost to North Georgia 13-3 and 11-1 in 8 innings and 7 innings. And then they played North Georgia played Young Harris on Wednesday, lost 5-11. Young Harris is ranked 20th in the country right now, so solid program. And then they got USCB here for the weekend. And they
There's Marcus.
Head on home for a series against Lander next weekend.
Lefty on lefty, it's winning time.
That's right. We need you on base, kid. Be a leadoff.
We talked about it before. The first game is always the most important one.
It is. I mean, you can't win them all if you don't win the first one.
Yeah.
I'd make this kid take a strike. He just did. You're looking for fastball right here. Fastball in.
Agree.
Fastball in. Here we go.
Lineup, but that looks like a leadoff type guy, like a 9 or leadoff type guy.
Nasty Yacker.
Oh no,
0-2.
that's Nico Andre. Never mind. The perspective
Yeah.
is off.
That
That's a
Nico?
big.
Oh, it is
That's a
Nico.
big middle of the order joker.
Lefty on lefty. Nasty Yacker. I'd go back to it.
They're going. Yeah,
Outside.
they're going slider.
Fastball.
Oh,
Yep.
Woo.
Almost.
Just missed. Good spot, kid.
Too close to take it.
Nico's been known to make some magic in extra innings and in
Against the
close ball
lefty?
games,
Yep.
too.
That must have been off because if it was on the plate, he would have shot it to left field, I think.
Yeah, he would have.
And the next delivery.
Oh, that's
Oh,
nasty.
come on, buddy.
That's nasty.
That
Back
that
foot.
Yacker's rolling, man. That Yacker's
Back
nasty.
foot. Back foot.
All right, we got 2 more outs, though.
You gotta leave that
Still
one.
our game.
God,
But we
I
need
wish I
base
was
runners,
At the
boys.
worst, the great thing about extra innings at home is at the worst you play another one. You know.
Right.
Yeah. I
This
still
is
wish-
where the
Advantage
home
home
field
team.
advantage
I still
really
wish that
comes in.
baseball- I still wish that baseball went over the fence and not at the warning track, man. Oh, we were so close to winning.
I thought it was gone.
Don't worry, Max.
Music.
We'll win a different way.
Yeah.
Win anyway, baby. Win anyway.
Oh yeah.
I like the rosin bag behind the pitcher's mound. We get to see a
Oh
good
yeah.
floof
By
of
the way,
smoke after that.
I mean to ask,
Yep.
are we actually is rosin bags allowed in South Carolina
Yeah.
high school? league?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You have to share it, but yeah.
I'm buying a rosin bag then because Millie definitely needs it for grip when he's pitching.
Get on Amazon, man.
They got them for like $5 at Dick's.
Yeah. It's a bag full of powder. It's not a lot.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
you'll appreciate this. Max, I bought myself on Amazon today a padded glove so that when I wear my glove and play catch with you next time, I won't have a stinging hand.
There you go.
Fair enough.
Just make sure it's not rock rosin. That's a little joke for Butch Mullis if he's watching. They had an
Different.
incident about rock rosin one night over at May River.
Well, I will say, in terms of Hardyville baseball, we were looking forward to our first game of the season tonight. That game was canceled. That is not a story we are going to.
What a day in the Ville.
share?
Our opponent had to bow out. They didn't have enough players available. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
So we had a big day planned in the Ville. We are going to have a home baseball game at 2:00, and all the students are going to get out to watch the game. It was going to be super cool. But then there was no baseball game. So it turned into, I don't know what else was going on in the stadium. We were just basically having BP on the field, on the baseball field. Coach Gabby and I and Coach Max got some hacks along with the baseball players and some of the softball players. And I think there was kickball happening on the field, maybe some soccer. Bree and Kinsey were
Outside.
on the mic, playing all the hits. Yeah, punched him.
Nah, he called it.
So it was a good time. It was fun to go outside and play. The Beaufort County kids had a half day today, and most of the Skeezy schools were out of school today. So felt like only fair game we got to go outside and play for the last hour and a half.
Wait, why are they off of school? Am I forgetting?
I don't know. I think they've made St. Patrick's Day into a 4-day weekend somehow. Seems like. People keep asking me, do you have school on Monday? And I'm like, St. Patrick's Day is not a national holiday, y'all. And not in the United States.
Can we get the name of this pitcher? Because this pitcher is an exceptional breaking ball.
He's pretty wicked from the left side.
Yeah, man. That slider is like, You see it and then you don't.
Left-handed breaking balls are some of the hardest balls to hit for
They
anyone.
really are. They're nasty.
So dangerous.
He's got a nice 12-6er that really falls off the table.
I wish we could see the speed of the pitch.
The thing about those, though, is you can usually pick those up out of the hand. So you just have to set yourself to spit on it if it looks good and sit on it if it hangs.
Kevin, I agree with you. That's what we should work on with USCB is
That would
being
be
able
dope.
to have a speedometer behind a
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be
on the
amazing.
screen and show how hard these guys are throwing.
Yeah. If we want guys to get drafted, that's essential.
Because I could have swore most of the pitchers from North Greenville at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, and then
were
you
throwing
juice it up
low
a
to
few
mid-90s.
degrees, right?
Well, in
Yeah,
Yankee
right.
Stadium, Aralda's ain't pitching 106, but yeah, we'll get close to it. Yankee Stadium, I think amongst can we all agree as baseball fans, Yankee Stadium jacks up the speedometer the most, like 3 or 4 miles per hour?
Yeah, I don't pay a ton of attention to it, honestly. but that would track. Oh man,
He should be fired up. What an
Yeah.
inning! What
he
a
just
great inning
dinosaur
from a
walked
reliever.
off of the. Yeah, he just T-Rex walked off the mound like a
Yeah.
champ.
Gonna
Well
be a
deserved.
I get
late
why.
night for Marcus.
That was impressive. Let's see if we get another
Oh,
Finnegan
boy.
commercial.
Only on the Sam Sharp.
More
Late night
baseball.
for big old Walsh.
Oh, Sheldon might. Oh, here we go.
This is my favorite. This is the one I like the best.
Well,
No, spoon or fork. You gotta look around, see what your teammates are doing. All right.
Kevin.
Look over. All right. It's my favorite ad they made. Bracken, great work, sir.
She's great, by the way. She does. By the way,
That's Jessica.
God. Yeah, that's
That's
Jessica.
Jess. That's our girl. She works on the
She
Sandtrack
does
Game Day Network
so
Productions.
She does so much for the Sandtrack Game Day Network, and it's so great to have her on Bracken's side, being able to be that number 2 in terms of running.
She's
everything.
awesome.
She's been
I mean,
absolutely
that playoff
fantastic.
game. Look, Dr. Sawyer, Coach Sawyer. I started to call her, which she is.
Mhm.
Dr. Sawyer. She wasn't there, and Ashton and Jess and Cam and all the Cam not as much because he's on the bench now with the guys as a manager. But all the students that always carry the weight, they knew what was going on. They had everything checked out before we got there. We had a little crisis. They were able to see us through it. It was awesome.
That's great.
I freaking love working with the kids.
I mean, I'll tell you, as someone that works in communication and media, you boys do too. It's not about how well things go; it's about how you react when things go poorly.
Exactly. Yeah. It's always going to go wrong. And that's
Always.
the thing about sports too, and especially baseball and softball that I love is that it's that game of chaotic imperfection that things are always going to go wrong. It's who can see their way through the chaos the best. And that's how I kind of go through life. So I feel like I'm always just navigating the chaos, and that's when I'm at my best. So I love these games. And wrestling too. Wrestling, I'm figured out why I love the sports I love. They're all absolute chaos, but there's order within it.
36. I like his windup. He didn't make that last yacker, but he's going to go ahead and attack here 2-0. I'm expecting a fastball inside.
Yeah, you better get it in on the hands. He's going to be sitting on it.
He's going outside with it.
I had a little loop in it, didn't it?
Looked like a breaking ball. Yes, sir.
Coming on Doty, he doesn't catch it.
Oh, shoot. That got down?
Base hit.
Gonna be caught.
Oh.
The second baseman.
Oh, the second baseman got it.
All right.
Okay.
You go, Marcus.
I thought it was a Texas leaguer.
Landon on his backside, and that's Andrew Walters.
Marcus is really good about not saying the wrong word for the anatomically correct part of your body.
All right.
He's good like that.
Second baseman went a long way for that one.
Yeah, man. Roberto Alomar like.
I was at this game hours ago.
I know, right?
I left practice and went over there to drop something off to Bracken. And
it was 4 hours ago.
Went around and talked to Quinn for a minute and watched for a little bit, and the wheels started coming off for USCB, and it seemed like, I mean, I wasn't paying that much attention because I was talking to people, but it just seemed like it was starting to unravel a little bit, and then I got home and started getting updates, and here we are, 8-8 in the 10th, 11th.
The game started what, 6:15?
Drop that bat,
Through
homie.
the lumber.
Max, I would
They'll
love this.
eject you
One
for that in
ball.
high school.
Boys, I've aged 2 years. I've aged 2 years watching this game. Max, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Take me through what your mentality would be as the pitcher. Do you want to get yourself a punch out, or do you want to get yourself contact?
Ooh.
I'm going
Either
out of
one
the
would be
zone.
great.
I'm going out of the zone.
You want it in the zone.
Oh,
Way
I'm
out of the zone. 2-2.
1-2. Yeah. Yeah, I'm
Well,
trying to get him to
Waste
chase.
Yeah. 1 and 2
Trying to
would
get
be
him
out
to
of the
chase
zone.
1-2. Here I'm going back in the
Chase
zone.
it, and then if it's
I'm trying
2 and
to
2,
I'm trying to dot the outside corner with a fastball here. 2-2.
If I'm touching the rosin bag with 2 fingers like that, I'm coming back slider outside.
if it's 2 and 2, I'm going back door.
Backdoor slider, yes, sir. Nope.
He went for
Fastball
my
inside.
Fastball. Yep.
Ground ball out. Error?
He bobbled it. He bobbled it.
He made the pitch.
Yeah, he did. He made a good pitch. Got him to
It's a
roll over.
JV error.
That's
The
their first
JV error at second. The ground ball at second base should be an out.
Hard to tell from this view, but yeah, should have
By
been.
the way,
Should have
that's
been an
their
out. Got to
first.
be an error.
That's only their first error of the game. Like that's.
Well, that's why they're in this game.
I
Period.
know. Period.
And the first error might be the reason they lose this game if they can't strand this guy.
Is there a limit to how many
that's what it
times
comes
you can?
down to.
How many pickoffs do you get?
Oh, I don't think they limited them in college.
Yeah, it's
Word.
unlimited.
It's
Wait,
real
did they
baseball.
limit them in high school?
No, only in Major
One
League.
pros. Yeah, for speed. Max.
They limited major leagues now?
Yeah, you don't know
They
about
do.
this rule change from last year?
No, not that.
You
Speed
can only
rules.
pick over. You can only pick over twice, and if you don't get him on the second one,
Ooh.
on the third one, it's a balk.
Give me that, Blue.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That pitch was nasty. That pitch was the out pitch. Max, what was your favorite pickoff? Max, was your pickoff move to say again, sir?
Sorry, say it again.
Outside. Max, was your pickoff move stepping behind the rubber or sliding towards first base, then throwing?
You got a jump turn. That's the only way.
Yeah, it's a jump turn, which would be the only way to do it.
Step off's too slow. Step off's too slow.
Yeah,
You got a
step off
jump
is
turn.
way too slow. So you gotta
There's
be
a
able
strike.
to take
Now
like
going to second, you can go with the slow inside turn or the jump turn.
almost like a
I
90
like
degree
Jump turn, you got to
almost like a
throw
90
it. Slow
degree
inside,
turn.
you don't have to. You can just roll around on him and hold it.
And
As a
And then
righty,
disengage.
There
There's
it
the
is.
jump turn. Yep.
like that. That's how you do it. A 90 degree
Yeah,
turn towards the
it's
first
just a jump
baseman.
turn. Yeah.
Yeah.
as a righty, though, you can go ahead and throw to second base with ease and just get the ball back.
You
Yeah.
what now?
As a righty, JJ, you can. There's a walk. As a righty, you can just spin into second base.
Yeah, you can inside turn to second base. Yeah.
Yeah,
And you
it's
don't
easy.
even have to. You don't even have to throw it.
Correct.
I mean, you can do the same from the left side too. It's just the other way.
Sure. My comment to Max, though, is rather than stepping behind the rubber and throwing to first base, I would position myself on the edge of the rubber, slide off, then throw. That was my preferred pickoff move.
Well, we just teach the jump turn.
Jump turn is less likely to be called a balk.
Well, yeah, because once you jump, you disengage, so you're good.
Correct, but you can also disengage if you put your toe on the far left of the rubber and slide 1 inch. You're off.
Sure. Yeah.
And then you can turn your shoulders and you're legal.
But you're not going to deliver a pitch from there, so like you're kind of tipping yourself off.
Yeah, but bad base runners don't know that.
Normally do. Oh, sure, yeah, but at this level, they're not falling for that crap.
Correct, but the whole point is to clown bad people. Clown the clowns, man.
At 12U, they're not falling for that anymore.
Kevin, I would say in the way for that to be okay, let's say you're pitching for, I don't know, Hardyville High School, and you're playing another 1A opponent who sucks at baseball and does not have great base running. You more than likely can do something like that, and they wouldn't notice.
Yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of little things we got away with until we were like 12. Like the trip play. Where you got first and third, and the guy takes off like he's stealing second, acts like he trips, and the catcher freaks out and throws it somewhere, and you just run home from third. That worked almost every time when executed well.
Or you pull off the little big league trick play where you just keep it in the pitcher's hand, and you act as if you threw it over, and everybody acts as if like the ball went past the first.
That's a fun one.
That stopped working pretty early on, though. That
Come on, get that ball. Catch that ball, boys.
To left field, and this ball
Caught.
is caught.
Yes.
Yes.
I knew it was caught when I saw the guy go back to second base. 2 outs.
He started. It was the base runner started jogging, and that's what scared me. I was like, oh crap! Did he hit this out with ease?
The yard was a little too big for us, but the yard was a little too big for
It's
them.
a big yard. I'm not gonna lie.
It's a massive yard. In the later months of the season, the wind blows out a little more. And
there's more humidity.
Gets a little, the air gets a little.
The ball carries.
Ball carries a little better.
Oh, that's a purpose pitch, yeah.
It's very humid right now because once that sun goes down, it gets real chilly right now, and there's probably dew on the grass. So that
Max,
air is thick.
Heaters done come out.
What's the pitch after a brush back? What's your go-to? That's a yacker. I would throw that too. If I throw a brush back pitch, I'm going to follow it with a yacker
Yeah.
versus fastball.
Yeah, you got to go. If you go hard and in, you got to go slow and away next.
Right.
Yes.
Throw
Yeah.
the balance.
Yeah.
I come back
I'd
yacker on
go-
this one.
I'd go like a curveball away, probably.
1-1.
If it's a brush
See, I'm
back
a
Looks like
pitch.
fastball
to get
down.
I'm a fastball to get ahead guy generally, but
Yacker
threw a
low.
breaker.
Curve low.
All right. Breaker 9-9. Got to have some heat on this one, pal.
See,
2
now
and 1
we gotta go
fastball count.
fastball, and he knows it.
Yeah, he's
At
gotta go
1-1, you throw.
fast.
I like the fastball because they don't know what they're thinking.
Yeah, but
But
now
at
It is looking
2-1, he knows
fastball
he's
in.
getting fastball. He knows. he's
Looks
getting
fastball in. Looks like fastball out.
Oh!
Oh,
But,
all right.
but look out for in your ear, kid.
another,
Man, we're
another
battling
brush
back now.
Another brush back.
Yeah.
3-1's
Well, the last one was
fastball,
high
yeah?
and tight. So what do you think the next one's gonna be?
Middle,
Either low and
fastball.
away or in my ear. Yeah. He's not
This
gonna
is middle,
want to
middle.
load the
Can we win
bases,
it?
So
Win it. Yes.
that's
Inside.
in.
That's his best pitch, though. That's his
Depending
fastball, and
on
that's
where
where
we
it's
are in
going.
the order, that may not be the worst thing. You know, if
2 outs.
if that was the guy you don't let beat you, I don't know where we are in the order, but if that was the guy you don't let beat you, then it's no big deal, and you go on to the next guy.
Oh
But this
man,
looks
I
like
should have took a picture.
this
of
looks
the
like a
lineup.
tall drink of water at the plate.
Yeah.
First pitch from the stretch.
Bases
I like
loaded.
windup.
Woo! That was a
Just
big
nasty
long
pitch.
hack. I think I'd throw him nothing but slow.
Golly,
Maxie
dude,
with the bases. With the bases
Breakers, the
loaded, would
way-
you be in the stretch or the windup? I'd be in the windup.
Oh, see,
yeah.
I don't know. Stretch, you
unless
might
the
be
stretch-
able to catch somebody napping and pick somebody off, but that's soft.
On the
No,
ground, we
no,
need
no.
1 out. 1/4. Force
There
it.
you go. There you go.
We're out of it.
Kevin, I'll
Great
say
job,
this.
sir. What
I'll
a
say
pitch.
this. The only reason I would throw out of the stretch is if it feels more comfortable to me.
Right.
Like
Right.
If I throw out of the stretch,
Some relievers do.
A lot of relievers go out of the stretch all the time.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, right.
Closers do.
And like in
Yeah.
a situation where bases are loaded, you could either pitch a windup or stretch. For me, I always felt more comfortable stretching. I was never good with a windup. I was never
Oh,
good
yeah?
with a windup. I always threw from the stretch. And
So Max, you were a velocity pitcher. You threw gas.
I mean, I threw hard. That was what I had a strong arm when I was in high school. I mean, I could.
You
throw a
still
breaking
do.
ball, but I was never good at it.
yeah, you still whip it pretty good.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
could still throw it. But I'm
I
not,
bought a
like,
padded
I-
glove because of you.
Yeah, I'll just say this: I'm not what I used to be. Like I'm not. I'm not even close to what I used to be.
I
when it
got to
came
get
to
back
my
in
arm.
men's league because I was swinging it pretty good today.
There we go.
I'm telling you, man. I gotta get back in the men's league. But if we do some American Legion baseball this summer, I might not have time for it, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
But I'll have to wait till Winter League comes around.
You know,
Winter
boys,
league's
I've been talking
tough.
it up. I can't wait to see Max throwing 88 miles an hour against high school kids and just gassing batting practice.
I don't
I wanna
think
see
Max
Max-
has 88. I don't think
have
he has
88.
88.
Not anymore. I don't have 88 anymore. I might be
And
able to throw
but I
below
believe
80.
he has been gassing kids at batting practice.
I've been throwing
think
some
that has
70s
been
at
happening.
him. I've been throwing
Yeah.
some 70s at him, trying to make sure they can be able to hit pitches, because that's what they're going to see most of the season is that like low mid 70s range, especially
Right.
from 1A schools.
Yeah, Bamberg will probably have some guys throwing some pretty good cheese.
It's all fun until Max hits 90 on the radar. That's
No,
when we need that gun.
I'm not there anymore. I think
Wait.
the fastest I ever threw was 91, 92 when I was in high school. That's the
I think we can
fastest.
safely say that you guys are in the market for BP pitchers, though, if anybody wants to come out and throw a couple buckets, because I think Collins' arm is jelly at this point.
Mine's jelly. I had
Oh,
to throw like
Collins
60,
has like
70
1,000
pitches.
innings under him, and he's
Yeah.
throwing BP every day.
Yeah. My arm's jelly at this point. After throwing 60 pitches on like Wednesday or something like that. Oof. Big hat.
Max, you're building, my friend. You're building.
Building to what?
July. When Max in July is throwing 85 with location, look
Yeah,
out.
you're just getting stretched out.
I'm saying.
I don't know if I'm going to be playing men's league this summer. Maybe in the winter I might, but not this summer. If we do,
No strikeout.
if we
I don't
do
know.
figure
Winter's
out,
hard, man. Winter sucks.
Yeah.
winter does
I hated
suck.
I hated
will-
winter
I will say
seasons.
this.
I hate playing baseball in the cold.
I will say this: I'm more than likely to be. I want to get a American Legion team in the Ville. I really do.
Yeah, I do too.
Like that's my goal right now.
I've
Is
been
to see if
playing
we can
phone
put one
tag with
together.
Mr. Dufresne.
Yeah, we
My life's
gotta
been a
talk to
bit
them.
chaotic lately. Oh.
You always want a story?
Kevin, you'll like
Yeah.
this, by the way. You'll like this, Kevin.
I got a story
hit
for
me.
you after hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have. So here's the thing.
Uh-oh, that's down.
Texas Leaguer.
Right center field.
Base hit.
Yeah, space hit. So,
Man on.
Kevin,
Winning a run.
Kevin, with American Legion, it's 19 and under, so we could actually have
Yeah.
USCB freshmen playing for Hardyville
For sure.
potentially. Which would
We got
be
a Legion
fun.
team rolling in Buford again. There's one rolling in Walterboro. There's one rolling in St. George. Somewhere
And we
else,
have an
too.
Ville. We need the Ville, man.
Yeah, we
got
need
the
to add
field-
one more to the mix.
We got the
So
you
field
boys-
ready to go.
You boys know that men's league, right? We're talking about Grays Hill, Port Royal Bulldogs.
Oh
those
yeah,
teams.
we got
Dale.
players. We got players who have played in that men's or are veterans of that men's league.
Yeah.
So the
They
hardest
play for
pitcher I ever.
the Yemassee Braves.
Sure,
Oh
man.
my God, yeah.
Get
my
him.
God, Lee.
Oh, what a bad bunt.
Did he
Pop out.
catch it? Double play.
How was that double play?
Jesus Christ.
Come on.
Sorry about that.
Oh my God.
How do you bunt into a double play, bro?
All right, quickly. I'm going to tell a very boring story quickly since this inning is about to die. There's a man named Jimmy Strotterman who was a baseball umpire with me in the men's league. And he pitched, as I recall it, for Grays. I was calling the home plate for Jimmy Strotterman, who threw the ball about 92 miles per hour.
Yeah.
The problem with that is that the catcher for the Grays team couldn't see the ball.
I've never
So
caught
I-
92 before.
So the problem with that is the way you call that pitch as an umpire is you got to stay in the zone to see it, right?
Right.
I wore about 4 pitches off the face mask at 92 miles an hour. It is literally go get it, get down, get down.
That
2-out
would have
hit. Here we go.
scored him if we
Yeah,
just
that
get a
would've scored
freaking
a
bunt
run.
down.
Let's not talk about it.
We would have been
Ifs
playing
and buts.
State Farm.
Oh.
This is why we love this game, right?
If ifs and buts were candy and nuts, we'd be home.
Yeah.
So that was the first time I had a concussion as an umpire because after 3 92-mile-an-hour fastballs to the face mask, I couldn't see straight anymore. And so, do you know what they do in the men's league?
Walk it off.
What do they do?
They dip a rag in isopropyl alcohol. And if you're having a hard time, you suck up that. So anyways, you should play the men's league, but there should also be a medical attendant nearby because I called the rest of that game with a full-blown concussion.
Oh my God. I've heard some stories. You know who else has men's league stories? And is live in the press box, I think. Bracken Lambert. Are you in the press box?
Hey guys,
Sure enough.
Hey!
I got the
We
whole
just had a
crew here.
robbery.
Here's Riley.
What a game.
Here's Ashton.
We were just
Hey,
giving
y'all.
you love,
BJ.
Ashton.
Marcus is over there.
And so's the Funky Bunch, Sam Wolf. The gang's all here. What a game
Yes.
we've got going in the Ville, buddy.
It's a 4-hour and 16-minute game right now. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. And they get to play 2 tomorrow.
Oh, how fun.
So just want to come say hey.
We appreciate y'all doing your service.
Dude.
Okay, Ian Barnes is staying on the mound. So
All right.
All
We
right.
got the inside scoop. Be good.
All right, later.
Pop in from the press box from Bracken and the
Press
crew
box,
from the
man. How
Sand
about
Shark
that?
Game Day Network. Love it. Love it. Love it. We got
Yeah,
quite a
we
game
won.
going here, boys. But let's talk about some other things as well.
Yeah.
Let me look at last night. I got to scroll back because I was putting in
Actually-
schedules earlier. We had some stuff going down last night. I got a score from the Ville tonight. Los Canes go down 4-1 to Class 5A Stall. We're a little banged up right now.
No
Banged
bueno.
up.
They are very banged up. Yeah.
No está bien. But we're pretty
Too much.
banged up with
Here at USC
between injuries and just mentally banged up right now.
I hope. Well, shout
That
out.
schedule's getting the better of us. But the good news is the gauntlet is completed. We start 1A region play next week. So
Hopefully, we'll have a much more healthier team by that time as well.
a few other things of note from last night, since we weren't on. Bluffton girls lacrosse, little 3-game win streak. They're getting it going. They beat Beaufort 17-4. Hilton had trashed May River 16-1. I have some highlights that West shot from boys lacrosse. Hilton Head beating May River 11-5. If we are freed from this baseball game at some point, we might check those out. And Beaufort boys beat Bluffton 17-6. And then some boys soccer, JP2 4-0 win over Beaufort, pretty impressive there. May River beat Stall 4-0 last night. May River JP2 softball was pretty competitive, 10-7, but it was like 10-2, and then they scored 5 in the last inning. So kind of a little skewed. Colleton County softball beat Battery Creek 16-3. Looks like they'll be good again. Hilton Head Prep baseball still rolling. Beat First Presbyterian 11-1. Bridges Prep beat Coastal Homeschool 3-1, and Oceanside beat Beaufort 9-2. I don't know much about what's going on tonight yet. Ain't dug that deep
Let
yet.
me see if I can figure out what's going on with baseball tonight. I got some stuff, I think scores that have come across my desk, but my phone is dead, so that definitely helps.
Joe Charger, boy.
Come on.
College basketball is going on right now. Clemson taking
God
on
dang.
Louisville. Clemson taking on Louisville in the ACC's semifinals. God bless you.
Four of them. Four of them.
Horrible.
Clemson
I hate
taking
watch.
on-
The
Clemson
pollen.
taking on Louisville in the ACC semifinals. Clemson currently up 15-10 with 11:41 left in the first half. So they're on their way to potentially trying to make it to the ACC championship game and win their first ACC championship ever.
Ever.
Forever.
So
The
speaking of
beast.
squints, I dropped the Sandlot reference in CPR training the other day, and Sam got it, which was awesome.
Oh, Sam?
Yeah, Sam's the coolest. Sam Dula. He's from California. He moved out here a little while back, and he's a firefighter in Bluffton and a terrific CPR trainer. And but he said he let us know that you are legally required before you administer CPR to like shake the victim and make sure they're not like pretending
asleep
or something, right?
Yeah.
And because he said people have pretended before, and I said you should call it the squints rule, and he knew exactly what I was talking about.
Wendy Peppercorn.
Wendy Peppercorn.
Wasn't it, JJ, you're an Arrested Development fan. Was it Tobias Funke who lost his medical license to practice psychology because he gave CPR to a man who was sleeping on the beach?
Yes, it was Tobias Funke who also blew himself.
I am Dr. Tobias Funke, and here's from Annie, Get Your Gun. Go! Come on now.
Shoot. I didn't like the pitcher's reaction. Oh, it's just a single.
All right.
We got first and second with nobody out.
Fourth outs. That's fine.
Dicey. Do you bunt
Still
here?
36 on the bump? Yep.
I think you bunt here.
I brought a breaking score here. Hilton Christian Academy on the road at Trinity Collegiate lost 4-0 tonight.
What's that, baseball?
Yep.
The streak is over.
Over.
So Trinity's got a squad.
They do.
Thank God.
Trinity's got a squad.
There's the bunt, JJ. You called it.
Yeah, I think you got to bunt because then you put yourself in a position where a sac fly or a wild pitch wins or puts you
second
ahead.
and third and one out puts you
or
over
even
80%
a ground
win
ball to
probability.
second, frankly. You know, I mean, like you make them draw the infield in if you get him to third.
Great
It's a
bunt.
good bunt.
Great
It's a really
bunt.
good bunt. Everybody's
Base
safe.
hit. All right. Now we need to get lucky.
Well, now you draw the infield in, and you hope you get a ground ball, and you can go, you know,
That is a base knock.
JJ, as a
5-2-3 double play or something, and then you're a pitch away.
pitcher, but as a pitcher, let's be very clear. Your responsibility is to throw strikes.
100%. And your responsibility here is to throw strikes down in the zone and try to get a
Yep.
ground ball.
Hard and down. Sliders, fastballs.
Yeah,
Probably no
everything's got to be
curveballs.
down in the zone. You want him to get on top of one, hit one right at somebody, and you get
Force
at least
somebody out.
The force at 4, and maybe you can get 2 out of it, and then you're 1 pitch away.
Good mound
But
visit. Good.
You got to get the force at 4 first and foremost. I think you also got to be prepared for something like a squeeze here.
Let's keep it real, man. Like with the fans, we have about an 85% chance of losing. We probably have a 15% win probability here. But if we can get out of it, wouldn't that be fun?
Oh, if we get out of it, then you've got all the momentum. That's the beauty of the game. Like, yeah, and then you feel really good about going and scoring a run.
You know what I just thought about this? We are like the second channel for Sandstar Game Day Network right now. Like, honestly,
100%.
You know how like they do Monday Night Football, and then you got Peyton and Eli Manning on the second channel watching the Monday Night Football games. This is literally what we are right now.
Nasty. That was nasty. When you need to make a pitch and you do, that's a pitch right there.
Yeah. It's got to make a couple more here.
He was probably taking that one. This one's got to be extra good.
Why does all USCB sports make me feel like I'm going to have a heart attack?
Yeah. Oh, shit.
We're in trouble. Cover. We're
safe.
Game.
No, it's not game.
All
We
right.
still get to bat.
We get to bat and try to make up for an error.
But
We
you
still
need
get to
stop
bat,
them.
but man,
You
he
gotta
spiked
stop them
that one.
here.
I dropped
But
the
Wild
bomb.
thing.
Too. I
Here's the
couldn't
other
help
problem. Here's the other problem. You
You
still
make
got
my heart
2 runners
sing.
in scoring position.
Make my butt sting.
You make my butt sting. You suck.
Ricky Wild Thing Vaughn is named Wild Thing because he threw 4 wild pitches in one inning.
I hated Major League 2 Ricky Vaughn. I hated him.
He was so rich.
Everyone hated him.
Like as a kid,
He
he made me so mad. I mean, maybe
They're
it's
tagging
hard
out.
to tell how deep it is, but they're tagging.
One
He's not
out.
going.
Third base is staying.
Yeah,
Third base is
he
home.
scored. No, he scored. Yeah, we're down 2. Gonna need a big inning. We've had a couple big innings in this game though. And they, I don't know where they are on the pin. Tomorrow's
Somewhere
gonna
the
be
insurance broker's happy.
Tomorrow's gonna be very interesting because you don't. It's now a doubleheader tomorrow.
right.
All the
Because
weather
Sunday
coming up.
it gon' rain.
It gonna rain.
It gon' rain. Gif.
But this should feel like 2 wins. This is like 2 games. This is a huge game.
It is.
We're not out of it. 2 more runs.
Definitely not.
We're not.
It's freaking college baseball, man.
Here's the thing I'd say.
Crazy
They
things,
get
man.
up 4 runs, we'd come right back in this game. Honestly, like they were up 3-0, we went ahead 4-3. They went up 8-4.
Yeah,
we got some sticks. We got some sticks. We can put some runs up.
JJ saw how it goes when the umpires want to find those outs, they'll find them. JJ, that screenshot you had of the slide at home plate that wasn't even close.
Oh yeah, that was from a travel
Softball
softball
tournament.
game.
Yeah.
Umpires are paid by the out.
Yeah, that man was ready to leave. He did not want to go to extra innings.
I'm just saying, we got 3 innings of free baseball right here.
That umpire was like, "I'll take my check now, and you guys have a great day."
Yeah, he was like, "Yep, we can moving on to the next round. I'm gonna go get me a hamburger and go to the bathroom and sit in the shade for a little bit, and we'll see y'all in 25 minutes."
Can I tell you another story from Colin Ball in the men's league?
Of course. What else would
So
we do?
what?
We're
One time
49
I was
minutes
calling-
into this thing, and this game hasn't ended yet.
I know.
I was calling Bluffton. And Bluffton didn't have enough players to field the team, so it was a forfeit. So we were getting paid either way. But my whole thing was that the teams didn't care because it was a forfeit. So around the 4th inning, I went to the snack shed and got a hot dog. Came back on the field with it, finished it up before the start of play.
Nice. Love it.
Nice.
Catch
They
that.
literally told us, once we make enough of the concessions, we'll pay you and we can all go home. So I went and bought myself a dog.
2 down.
I'm not knocking it,
Right.
man. Men's league baseball is a beautiful thing. All these families come out on the weekends
Oh
to
my
watch
gosh.
their family members play. It's the best
Well,
barbecue on the weekend every weekend.
And they make men out of them. I mean,
Oh, I
I'll tell you, the two boys of the three boys of ours, the Hardyville kids that have played with the Braves, like they know the
Yeah.
game and they are hard-nosed, tough ball players.
Man,
They've been
the people play in that league.
score for you guys. I have the score
there's
for
some
you guys.
legit dudes in that league.
Well, they
I
love
don't know if
baseball.
Yeah.
I-
Go ahead,
I don't know if
Maxie.
I don't know if we've mentioned this score already. Beaufort Eagles softball played tonight against Hanahan. Hanahan wins 13-4 over Beaufort.
All right.
13-4.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, I should get my game changer up here. I got a bunch of scores sitting right over there.
I was calling a game up in Colleton once, and it was hunting season, so it was deer season. So out in the like we didn't know how close they were. We could hear gunshots from the
yeah.
field.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
nice.
And then
That's
about the
just
third
country.
inning,
Oh, Lord of mercy. Another one.
Riders advance.
That's Ian, isn't it?
Yeah.
36.
I think he's getting tired. I hope they don't overuse him. That's surgically repaired arm.
Prep played last night. G.
What do you have? UCL? Tommy John?
I don't remember exactly what he had. I don't think he actually had to have surgery now that I think
Good.
about it.
Really good.
What had happened here?
Nasty pitch. There it is. Great pitch, kid.
Oh,
2-2. One pitch away. One strike from getting out of this. Max, you throw your best pitch right here, yeah? Is your best out pitch?
Yeah. This would be
See what he has.
Yeah.
From the stretch. Thinking about it.
Hey, take a minute. Take a breath. It's a good.
To finish
good
my
minute.
Colleton story, heard gunshots in the first and second inning. By the third inning, they show up in a truck showing how they caught a buck. We had 2 bucks in the back of the bed of the truck.
Yeah. I've
Nasty.
also shared my story from the farm.
You know, I get that's going to give up a run. That was a nasty yacker. You got to double off of a really hard
It
hit
was a
yacker.
good pitch. He made
Nasty.
a really good swing on it.
Yep. Tip your cap.
That's right. You tip your cap.
Great pitch.
Now it's
Located
starting to get away.
12-6 with location. Great pitch.
This
The
might be
wheels
it.
are wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobbling. Well,
Yep,
I
he's
had
done.
Snake Farm queued up, but I don't think I'm going to get to play it tonight.
If y'all have black friends in your life, you're going to want to learn the wobble, assuming you're a white person like me.
Wobble,
If you ever
baby,
go to a
wobble,
black
baby,
wedding,
wobble, baby, wobble.
Yeah.
Wobble, baby,
show up at a
wobble,
black
baby,
wedding and
wobble.
do the wobble and do the electric slide, and they'll remember you forever.
Absolute facts. Absolute facts.
So that's if I'm not mistaken, that's Ian Barnes' night done.
Yeah,
So the
one would
question is,
think.
who do they bring out to relieve him?
I used to call basketball with Sheldon Bolds from Bolds Plumbing here in Bluffton. Sheldon Bolds. If you play the electric slide, Sheldon Bolds will do the full electric slide while officiating a basketball game.
Nice. Nice.
That's a skill I find very much, I have a lot of affection for that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We need more of that.
Boys,
More of
who's
that in the world.
15? Y'all have a roster? Who's 15?
Max,
Hold on.
you on that?
He looks like an outfielder throwing gas. Looks like an outfielder throwing strikes.
Give me a second here. Roster. Who is it? 16?
15.
15. That is PJ Lubers.
Position? He's a
Luber, I
position
hardly
player,
know
right?
her.
Right-handed
Hello.
pitcher.
No, he's a pitcher.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, he's missing the zone on his warm-up pitches, but sure.
Junior out of Evergreen, Colorado. Former Shasta College.
Shasta McNasty.
I got a score from tonight that might get your attention. May Rivers softball. We told you they beat JP2 last night, 10-7. They smoked James Island tonight, 14-2. And James Island, now 5A, had been their biggest nemesis in that region. Michaela Landry in the leadoff spot was 2 for 3 scored 3 times. That's what we want her to do. Addison Roppelt, 3 for 3 with a double, 6 RBIs tonight.
Wow.
Charlotte Berkeley, who
My
had an
goodness.
inside the park home run last night, was 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs tonight. Caden Swafford pitched. She's a youngster, and she went the distance, 5 innings, and only gave up 2 runs. So she's not their number one. Olivia Nagel is. So they got a little something going over there. Coach Hess got something going over at the Shark Tank.
Ooh. JP2 was on the road at Wilson Hall tonight. I have not gotten a score for that game yet.
Yeah, I got it here somewhere. I just got to figure out which ones are softball and which ones are baseball. Baseball 6-3 Wilson Hall.
Okay. Wilson Hall looks like they're a good team as well. Because that JP2
Yeah,
team.
well, JP2 beat them the other night, 3-2.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
got them back.
There we go.
Yeah, that's a long drive from Wilson Hall, too.
Sure is.
Whenever
Softball
y'all say
played them
Wilson,
today too, doubleheader, but I don't know.
whenever y'all say
don't-
Wilson Hall, I always think of the '80s band Wilson Phillips.
Yeah.
Every time you say it, I'm like, oh, they have another hit.
Hold on for one more day.
Did we share?
Hold on for
Out.
one more day.
3 outs.
Be
Yep, 3 outs.
Hold
Did
on
we-
for one more day. Sorry, had to finish the
JJ,
verse.
your voice is so pretty.
Wilson Hall. It's totally out
Did
of
we
key, bro.
share- Did we share Patrick Henry called him prep score? Because I have it here if we haven't shared it.
Yeah, what you got?
Give me Liberty or give me a Patrick Henry score.
Yeah, Patrick Henry takes the win tonight over Colton Prep Baseball 10-7.
10-7, Pat Henry. Add it
There you
to the shared document. Boom. There you go. So others, Bridges Prep beat up on Whale Branch 11-0 in baseball, 25-3 in softball.
Oh my God.
JJ,
Yeah.
can you bring down the volume on these ads?
Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
yeah.
All right, appreciate
I
it.
meant to mute them. They're a bit much.
Yeah, Whale.
All right,
Whale
are y'all
Branch-
ready for
Go ahead.
y'all ready
What
for
are we ready
Marcus
for?
Walsh? Marcus Walsh is about to call the greatest comeback in Sand Sharks history. We ready?
Yeah, he is. He is.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready.
All
Let's
right.
do it.
Nothing to do but to do it, boys.
James Island Baseball 6, Beaufort 1.
That James Island baseball team's good. We saw
Oh, yeah,
them
they're a
last year.
unit. They're a unit always.
They had a kid
Those
at
kids
least in 92, 93 when we watched them lose to May River last year
Well, I
towards
mean,
the end of the season.
they can go out and recruit a travel team. Like,
Right. They can afford camp.
Yeah.
James Island.
they got a whole travel team, like, on their team, basically.
That
Right.
team is
You know why Hilton Head's good at baseball? Because those kids go to camp.
Facts. Facts.
By
How
the
else
way,
do you learn how to play
408
the game?
Well, and
Yeah.
those kids, let's be real, most of them have private coaches that they're paying.
Yes, sir.
Like, I mean, that's a real thing, and they're paying $50 to $200 a week to teach them how to play baseball better.
JJ, you're saying that the Lowco sports camps are valuable beyond what it's
Yeah.
empirical?
Yeah, what you're getting for $20 at the one Lowco clinics is it costs a pretty penny somewhere else.
Yeah,
Max Araj will teach you his out pitch.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's the huge sales pitch, but
no, it's not. It's not.
but we'll teach
Well,
you. I mean, we'll teach you the game, and we'll get you repetitions, and that's what makes a player. I mean, that's why you're paying somebody is to put you through good reps. And so if you get an opportunity and your coach says, I'm going to be at the field for 2 hours and it's free, you should definitely go.
God, that is weird. That is weird pitch in motion. Are you
Should
watching
definitely
this?
go.
This is a weird pitch in motion. It reminds me of like Alex Wood,
Loopy,
former Braves pitcher, San
loopy
Francisco
lefty.
Giants pitcher.
Oh yeah. Oh, that is gross.
To your
Is that
point,
not weird?
It comes
he's all
from
breaking balls. That's a kid with no fastball.
It comes from a weird spot.
I don't know, man. I want to see him throw a fastball and see.
No, I bet he's got
Doesn't
like
have
a
it.
nice. I bet he's got a little like 82 mile an hour cutter that's gross. looks like everybody else's slider, but it's his fastball.
Ooh.
That might have been it right there.
Yeah,
Real
that was
quick.
that was a good pitch.
Real quick, score update from the ACC basketball tournament. Clemson and Louisville are tied at 23 with 4:08 left in the first half.
Hey,
And Missouri
Good note.
basketball lost today to Florida.
Yeah,
Sorry.
we went down to Florida. Florida's a legit national champ
They're a
contender,
good
in my
team.
opinion.
Yeah.
That's a really good team. We did what we needed to do, ended the
Yeah.
streak, and now we get to go into the big tournament. Oh, got him. Hi, Chad. It ain't that. Oh, that guy looked in the camera. It ain't that that cheesy, but when you get it up in their eyes, it looks pretty
Yeah,
fast.
look, it's dangerous.
It's fast enough.
He's
Get
so
by you.
weird. He's got such a weird motion.
Well,
When
that's
you
the thing.
sign it-
I think it comes out late.
I don't like this, guys.
He hides it good.
I really don't like this.
Can we talk about JJ making allusion to the Rookie of the Year? Because when Chet Stedsman throws it, you want that high, stinky cheese.
Well, I wasn't actually intending to do so, but
You know what
funky
else
butt
you need,
loving
Kevin?
indeed.
Evan, you know what else you need? Hot ice.
I heat up
Funky
the ice
butt
cube.
loving.
It's the best of both worlds.
Chet Stedman.
Oh,
So
God.
Daniel, JJ, you'll appreciate this. Daniel Stern directed Rookie of the Year. It is indeed an homage to Chicago baseball. So you know this. It's Wrigley. I call you Big Red, JJ, because Wrigley owns the Cubs.
Facts.
Do you
I
love
wish we
Rookie
would-
of the Year the way I do?
Yeah, I do. You know, I mean, it's
Oh.
corny, obviously.
What's that?
So
The Cubs are bringing in their right fielder to pitch?
yeah, it's exceptionally corny, and the baseball parts of it make me a little bit crazy.
Right.
But I like it more than some baseball movies.
Did he just say
certainly.
funky butt loving?
I mean, Funky Butt Lovin' alone is just
Funky butt
epic.
loving.
Rookie of the Year definitely has its moments. My favorite is definitely Major League without qualification. Favorite sappy
The OG?
baseball movie is Field of Dreams.
Sure.
My favorite baseball movie that no one has seen is Long Gone, an HBO original from the 80s that was
Oh, really?
tremendous. And you can find the full-length version on YouTube, last I checked. But it is a minor league baseball story that takes place during Jim Crow and is incredible. They have a Venezuelan catcher named Jose Brown, and they get pulled over on the side of the road once. There's Stud Cantrell with his mighty mighty bat,
Oh, hello.
and Jamie Don Weeks with some real good stats.
And it is
Off
In
the
the
wall.
park, a double. It was
Double.
It's a double.
I'm just basing it off the base runners and body language. That's how I know what's going on. But yeah, Stud Cantrell with his mighty mighty bat, and Jamie Don Weeks with some real good stats. Roll on, mighty Stogies. Roll on, mighty Stogies. They're the Stogies. And Stud Cantrell's a career minor leaguer whose dream is to make it with the Cardinals, and he's ready to sell out his team to get his shot with the Cardinals, and then he has a change of heart. And of course, there's
All right.
a slump buster involved. It's a damn good baseball movie, and it's a shame that it didn't get its due.
Is he like the Andre 3000 character in Semi-Pro? Fair comp?
Nah, I can't. I haven't seen Semi-Pro enough to.
Jose.
Andre gets picked up by the Spurs, who are going to make the
Okay.
league, and then he invents
got
the
you.
alley-oop.
Oh, I got
I
you.
will say the baseball movie I watched growing up was Little Big League.
Yeah,
I
that one's good
loved
too.
it. That's a good movie.
There's
Mine
good
was Major
baseball in
League
that
Field
one.
of Dreams for sure.
Yeah,
and
there's
Long Gone.
really good baseball in that one.
The one that people like that I can't stand is For Love of the Game with Kevin Costner.
Not very good.
It's just trash. They just really force all the off-field stuff, and the start the mechanism thing is so corny to me. Like
We're down to our last strike, boys.
we are, so we're just talking baseball movies.
Can I talk why the Curse of the Bambino exists?
Oh,
Strike 3. We lose.
got him. Ball game. North Georgia escapes.
JJ, as a Cubs
Bummer.
fan, JJ, you know the reason the Cubs lost all those years was because of the GOAT, right?
The GOAT
story?
100%. Yeah, the GOAT.
All right. So first of all, if you're a baseball team, let a man with a GOAT into your ballpark. Can we agree with that?
Let that GOAT in.
All right. Second point. What was, JJ, you'll appreciate this, what was the curse of the Bambino?
Well, it was that they traded Babe.
No. It was that we were owned by Tom Yawkey. And Tom Yawkey, who was born in South Carolina, was a racist. So rather than employing, no doubt, man, but rather than the Boston Red Sox were the last team to employ non-white players. So the curse of the Bambino wasn't that Babe Ruth said, you sold me for theater tickets. The curse of the Bambino was you're only going to hire white players through the 80s. And surprise, by passing on Jackie Robinson, you ain't going to win dick. So don't be a racist, kids. It'll give you much better outcomes in life than being like Tom Yawkey, the chagrined. We changed the name of the street. Yawkey Way was a street until Boston changed it because he was a racist a-hole. The curse of the Bambino was that we don't hire non-white people. Surprise, you lost for 86 years.
Yeah, so don't discriminate against people or goats.
Unless you want to lose. You can choose to lose, but I wouldn't recommend it.
That's true. That's true.
Well, I mean, the Miami Marlins do that every day. They choose to lose every day.
I'm starting to think they built that ballpark in St. Pete on an Indian burial ground.
Yeah, right.
It's not looking good down there. But, well, hey, boys, we managed to exhaust over an hour doing all of this and just talking about that baseball game and random other stuff. But sometimes it bees like that, you know. And we do have some sponsors we need to give love. First off, Hudson Seafood House on the Docks, back for another year on the Lowco Booster Club. Great spot for seafood, sunsets, and cocktails on Hilton Head. Going to be a great day tomorrow to go to Hudson.
Yeah, man.
Presenting sponsor of Under the Bus. New episode aired last night. You can find it on the Lowco Media Network. Our new sponsor, Hilton Head Furniture, with handcrafted furniture made right up the road in North Carolina and brought down here to Hilton Head to put in your house and keep it there for a long, long time. It's not like the big box stuff. It is quality made furniture right here in the Lowco, Hilton Head Furniture. Also, Base Hit Life, baseball and softball themed apparel. Live your best base hit life and get a nice new hoodie or t-shirt or cap at basehitlife.com. Dr. Ambrose Cole, our official chiropractor, find him at Rooted Living Wellness in Bluffton, and he'll get you feeling right, mind, body, and spirit. Reverence Wrestling Club, official wrestling sponsor and presenting sponsor of the Lowco Grind. Barefoot Floor Care of the Low Country. Floors so clean, your feet will thank you. Jay's Barbershop, the place to be in Ridgeland, whether you need a haircut or not. Those are our sponsors. We appreciate them. We'd love to have more. Get in touch. Info at LowcoSports.com, or find us on all the socials, or comment in the comments, or DM me on one of the many social media apps that I have befriended you on over the years. There's lots of ways to get in touch with me and support what we do. Parting thoughts, gentlemen. Kevin Libby, our guest co-host tonight. Parting thoughts?
Thank you for enduring my sharing of why the great Bambino is known for he's prophetic.
I mean,
thanks for hearing me out, boys. I love being with you.
Like, your name's Tom Yawkey. How can you not be racist?
Yawkey.
I mean, it just sounds
Make
like
no excuses.
Yeah, I know.
Boys, but seriously, like, if I can get a moment on this one, you always appreciate how strange I am and how I'm playing for like 1/5 of the audience on a good day, and the fact that you guys actually endure it.
Well, and most of the time I am part of that 1/5 of the audience. Like, I get most of your references, but you do stump me from time to time.
I'm just very happy to be a weird person with you.
I mean, me too. And I'll share that in a minute. Max, go ahead.
Especially with those sideburns, man. I will say, I don't mind them. To make matters worse for the Tampa Bay Rays, I did see they will not be building a new stadium.
No, they're scrapping it.
They are going to be redoing Tropicana Field, getting it ready by 2026.
They should just be like the Nomads and just play their home, like Barnstormers.
At this point,
Florida Barnstormers, and just go play at all the minor league parks.
Yeah, send them back to Montreal or something. Send them to Montreal.
Or
you know,
Charlotte or Portland
Charlotte.
or somewhere where they will
Nashville. I'm sure
cry.
Nashville would be more than
The
willing to take a
saddest
Major
part
League
is
Baseball
that they're
team.
like they have been a successful franchise, and still that
Yes!
area has just not
Yes!
embraced them.
That's so
The Marlins,
sad.
like, I understand why Marlins fans would just be like, no, we're not doing this again. You like teased us with buying a couple of championships and then sold it off for parts right after. Like, we're not doing this
Yeah.
crap. But Tampa Bay has been a consistently well-run, well-managed franchise that has punched way above its weight, and they just have choked on the bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's rough for them.
Um,
So I was gonna say, Libby, about your weirdness comment. My little friend, one of my little friends at school, Scarlett, told me I was weird the other day, and I said, "Of course I
Compliment.
am. We're
Yeah.
all weird." And she said,
Mhm.
"I'm not weird." And I said, "Oh, baby, you definitely are. You're lying to yourself." She said, "Well, I guess I am, but I hide it." And I said, "See, I used to too."
Welcome.
And then I realized that it's silly to hide it, because if you
Yeah.
just be yourself, no one there will ever expect you to be anyone else. And so
Yep.
just let your weirdness show,
Yeah.
because we're all weird, and you'll find the people who are the same kind of weird as you. And they'll
Mhm.
think you're cool because you're the same kind of weird as them. So just be weird, my friends. And I'm grateful for all my weird friends. And the weirder, the better.
Do we use the word
There you go.
freak
That's it.
flag?
I thrive in chaos. Yes,
Yes,
freak
sir.
flag works for me.
Cool.
Let your freak flag fly. Stay weird. I'm all about weirdness. I truly believe there's no such thing as normal. Normal
Yep.
is psychopathic, and
Yeah.
if you don't have some neuroses, there's something a little off about you in my mind.
You can
But
call us what you will. We are not boring.
no, never boring.
no,
Never
not.
boring. Team Loco. All right, boys. Good times tonight. Enjoyed it. It was definitely not a typical show. We went a little off the rails. We second screened USCB baseball. Disappointing
Yep.
finish, but a fun ride nonetheless. And the great
Mhm.
thing about baseball is you get to go wake up tomorrow and do it again, and in this case, twice. So gotta love it. Beautiful day. Let's play 2. All right, boys. Maybe we get together tomorrow night. We'll see how it goes. Might want to. There's a lot of stuff going on. A few things anyway. We got college baseball and softball. Sand Shark softball
Yep.
lost tonight as well, unfortunately. We got a little lacrosse, a little high school softball, a little high school baseball. So we'll see how it rolls. We got a lot of college basketball. We might get tired of not talking to each other and decide to talk to each other for other people. Well, that'll do it for tonight. Thanks so much to all of our sponsors, especially the OGs, Mickelson Law Firm, presenting sponsor of LowcoSports Lowdown. And thanks to all of you who showed up to listen or watch. It was quiet in the comments tonight. No Kevin Libby. But now we understand why. 3 92-mile-an-hour fastballs to the head in a row. And then a towel full of rubbing alcohol. That'll
there you
do
go.
it. That'll do it.
That makes Kevin Libby
Who
right
among
there,
us?
ladies and gentlemen. If you want to be,
Who among
if you want to become the next Kevin Libby, that's how you do it. Get hit in the
We've-
face with
we've-
392-mile-an-hour
We connected
fastballs. Get some alcohol.
We
in your
connected
system.
some dots tonight on the LowcoSports Lowdown. That'll do it for Max Raj and Kevin Libby. I'm Justin Jarrett. Till next time, stay loco, babies.
The Loco Sports Lowdown podcast is a production of Lowco Media LLC and LowcoSports.com, an independent media outlet providing grassroots local sports coverage in the South Carolina Lowcountry. We are sustained by community support from sponsors and patrons like you. Get in the game with a monthly pledge of $1 or more at patreon.com/LowcoSports to keep us going and growing. Go Loco!